The film. The fan. The film. The fan. The film. The fan.
The film fan twins!
Hi guys, welcome to the film
Fan twins!
Welcome to the first video of an ongoing series on our channel.
Now, everyone knows Marilyn Monroe was a major sex symbol and one of the most popular movie stars of the 50s and early 60s. Even I'm a fan. I have all her films, which are here with me right now for this video. This is my Marilyn Monroe box set, which I love. It's got all 17 of her films, which isn't all of them unfortunately, but this is a very big part of her life really. For one whole decade, she was a massive top-billed and very in-demand movie star in her own right, and her films had grossed over $200 million in the box office. In the early hours of August 5th, 1962, Marilyn was indeed found dead of a barbiturate overdose. Marilyn suffered with some mental health issues such as depression, low self-esteem and insomnia, which she did suffer with. Prior to her death, she had not completed a film since her 1961 movie The Misfits. During 1961, Marilyn was working on her mental health and own well-being. However, in 1962, a fresh Marilyn began production again on a film called Something's Got to Give for 20th Century Fox, her main studio. Production was continually delayed, however, due to Marilyn being sick and advised by doctors not to go to the studio. She was also late on set and kept forgetting lines. In early June, the studio saw they were in trouble with the film being so far behind schedule, so they ended up firing Marilyn and blaming her for all of their problems and misfortunes. To repair her image, she gave various interviews to various magazines and reporters, and even started planning to start Something's Got to Give again, as well as planning films for the next year and so on. So why on earth would she then go and commit suicide after planning for years ahead? The only possible reason would have to be murder. Now, these are the top theories surrounding her death.
The Kennedys killed her. Now this theory is most possibly the most known and most believed theory surrounding Marilyn's death. The theory goes that Marilyn didn't just have a friendship with President JFK, she also had a secret relationship with him. Now some people think that this due to the fact she performed at his birthday 2 months before her death in a skin-tight dress and sung a sultry version of Happy Birthday. Happy birthday, Mr. President. In that hypnotic voice of hers. Now the theory carries on that JFK called time on their affair, and Marilyn, hurt and angry, threatened to do a tell-all interview on their relationship and the secret she knew. So in order to keep this out of the press forever, JFK had somebody kill Marilyn Monroe and make her death look like a suicide. Some people do believe the theory due to the fact in the days and months leading to her death, she was happier than ever. She was back on the production of Something's Got to Give, which was due to start production again in September, and she also planned roles for the next year. So why on earth would she kill herself?
The only possible reason would have to be murder, wouldn't it? She wasn't killed by the Kennedys, but they staged her death as suicide. Now this theory also oddly makes sense in a way. The theory goes, after her relationship with Kennedy was called off, Marilyn, like mentioned before, threatened to go public with the affair. A move the Kennedys tried to prevent by enabling Marilyn's apparent growing drug addiction and alcohol addiction. It is claimed in this theory that Marilyn began to overdose, but died in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. So her body was brought back to the scene, where her death was staged by Kennedy and FBI Director J. Edgar Hoover as a suicide. Now this is the next theory that is absolutely bizarre and makes absolutely no sense, but it's on this list because it's funny. And Jason is going to read it.
About aliens.
So weird.
This is most possibly the most bizarre and unrealistic theory about Marilyn to come to light, courtesy of Gizmodo.
Shout out.
The theory goes that Marilyn was killed by the government because she was threatening to expose classified information on extraterrestrials.
E.T.
Phone home. The information is that she discovered the identity of UFOs through her apparent relationship with the president. This is most possibly the most insane theory out there.
Now, we may never know the truth about what really happened to Marilyn Monroe that fateful night of August 5th, 1962. But one thing's for certain, her death certainly has many loopholes involved. For example, her death was said to have been a suicide of 40 barbiturates. However, you cannot take that many tablets in one go without a glass of water, which was not present in her bedroom where her death took place. Also, she couldn't have taken her tablets one at a time, because she would have overdosed long before she got to 40 barbiturates. And I know, but she did. But it was said in her autopsy, whatever it is, that it was 40 barbiturates. But how on earth will she get that many in her system? Also, when her body was discovered by the police, they did say at first glance it didn't look like a suicide. It looked staged. This is because when overdose victims overdose, they convulse and end up in a very contorted angle, which Marilyn wasn't in. She was led on her front as if she were just sleeping. So this made her not look like an overdose victim in any way. All we know is that her death was a tragedy, and we will never really know the real fate of this well-loved film legend.
If you like this video, please hit the like button down below and subscribe to see more. Hit the bell button to be notified of more videos released on our channel, and if you have any suggestions for future videos, feel free to comment them down below or follow us on our Twitter @FilmFanTwins. We hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you again very soon.
Bye.
Bye.